Yes, I'm going on another bookish trip, but this time I'm going to Portland, Oregon, a city that has the largest bookstore in the world. It's beautiful, isn't it? The best part, I'm accompanied by 4 other booktubers.
I'm Allie.
I'm Natalie.
Hi, I'm Faith. I'm Shaughnessy Schroeder.
It occupies an entire city block. It has 4 stories and carries more than 1 million books. And my goal is to buy a book from each section.
Definitely a lot of old books. Am I allowed to touch?
I am at the biggest bookstore in the world, question mark? No, period. We're here. I'm accompanied by 4 book besties.
I'm Allie.
I'm Natalie.
Hi, I'm Faith. I'm Shaughnessy Schroeder. I live in Texas. I'm from Springfield, Illinois, home of Lincoln, corn, and cows.
I'm from Ohio.
From Idaho. And I definitely by far mostly read romance.
Favorite genre is romance.
I love romances, and that's my favorite genre, so I cannot wait to pick up all the cutesy little fluffy reads.
And my favorite genre, I would say, is like mystery thrillers, rom-coms, and like YA fantasies.
What books are you looking for?
Ooh, I'm in the middle of so many book series. I have a horrible habit of starting a series. I have like book ADHD, not diagnosable. I'm like, oh, this series is great. This series is great. I need to get like the final books in all the series I'm in the middle of, so I can actually finish them.
Wait, that's huge.
I'm looking for not specific books, but I want to get everyone's recs, and then I want to take that all in.
Kind of want to step out a little bit and like try something new. You were saying like the thicker books, like the like more like I'm a romance like fluffy book girly, so I kind of want to like step and dip my toe into maybe the kind of books that you like to read, because you rave about them so much.
Actually, I have a list. I've been on a
She came prepared.
I have been on a book buying ban for the last like 2 months because I knew that we were going on this trip.
Oh, that's
So
exciting.
I made a list. I'm not gonna say all of them, but like the ones I really want to get are The Do-Over by Lynn Painter, The Ornithologist's Guide to Love, Before the Coffee Gets Cold.
So excited to go shopping. So let's go. Not only do I need to buy a book from each genre, but I also need to bring back a special book for my reader husband. I was holding the mic up like I was gonna say something. We walked in, there were so many people and so many books, literally too stunned to speak. The only way we could possibly navigate this place is by using the map.
We've got the basket. All of the book girlies just dispersed. I'm so excited to check in with them and see what section they're in. As soon as you walk into the bookstore, it kind of opens up with like the literary fiction, so that's where I'm beginning. It like instantly got scarier once everyone went away. I don't even know what I'm looking at. There's so much. Such a big fan. I just have to say.
I know her.
Hi guys. Hi. I met this amazing book creator in the aisle.
So wild.
And I forced her to be a part of the video.
Yeah, but I'm such a fangirl of you, so like it's so nice meeting you.
And then I started blushing. I'm like,
So we were both like looking in the shelves and we didn't know, like we were kind of like backing up to each other and we didn't know it was like each other.
what book do you have right now? What have you picked up?
I picked up Slow Dance, and this is Reese's Book Club's newest book club pick, and I swear they pick the best books.
Yeah.
Like anytime they pick a book and they're like, you should read it, it always ends up being a book that I really enjoy.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and this is like a romance, but also there's like deeper themes, I think, within the book. And I've read one book by this author, but it was when I was younger, but I was obsessed with it. It was one of my favorite books.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but granted, I've not read anything by this author since I was younger, but I feel like because I liked it then, I'll still
You'll probably
like it
love it now. Yeah.
I'm kind of going into it blind, but like, I'm excited.
That's the best though. Do you have a favorite book that you've read from her book club?
Ooh, I think Honey and Spice by Bolu Babalola would probably be my favorite.
Oh, I feel like I've heard of that.
It's so good. It's like set at a college. It's like in the UK, and the girl who is like the main character, she has like a podcast, and on the podcast it's very much like girl vibes, like stay away from this guy, he's like a bad guy. Like she kind of gives like girl advice. Then she ends up falling for this guy that she tells all the girls to like stay away from. Yeah. So then they're like, were you trying to keep him to yourself?
I need to go look for that.
Yeah, it's really
that
cute.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, either that or 7 Days in June, but they're both really good. So.
Yes, I need to read that.
It's so like so much depth, so heartwarming. Like
Yes.
it's very deep. It'll make you cry. What about you? Do you read like any of Reese's Book Club's picks?
I think I may have read one.
Okay.
But it's been so long ago.
Yeah.
Was
They
I don't
have
even
so many-
remember the title. I'm excited to find you later on and
Yeah.
see what else you have.
I know, I'm excited.
After I talked to my girl Shaughnessy, I stayed in the romance section and felt so overwhelmed. As you can see, there were random books just stacked in so many, like, organized but disorganized ways. It was organized chaos, okay? It was a Saturday, so there were a lot of people there. So I grabbed a few romance books and headed on to the next genre in hopes that I'd be able to return back to the romance before we left. I immediately reached for the books that have been on my list for a while, but then I realized that my basket was stacking up really quickly. So I decided to part with the books that I know I could buy at home and keep the ones that I've never seen in person before. Next, I headed over to the Rose Room, which has the young adult books.
I have been trying to find more Julie Berry books in store, and I just did. I've been wanting to read this one, which it also has an award of some sort. So, you guys can go ahead. And then the other one is All the Truth That's in Me. Do I really know what these are about? No, but it's by Julie Berry. So, enough said. I found 2 other book creators. That is crazy. First, we have Allie, as you guys know, and Faye, of course. I'm so curious, what books have you guys picked up? Because we've only been perusing for like maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah, too many so far.
There's no such thing.
So I'm reading Powerless right now. I started on the plane right here. I'm only 70 pages in, but I'm loving it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna like it enough to read the next one, Powerful, because I feel like I want to binge read it.
You will.
Yeah. And then I'm debating on getting a novel love story by Ashley Poston. I've loved all her past books, and this is her new release. So I'm like, I feel like I'll love it, and I love the cover.
Yes, it's so vibrant.
Yes. Do you want to wait for the above?
You have a really good stack.
Yes, like so diverse.
Okay, I also have quite a bit. So the first one that I have is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. I love it better than the movies, so I was like, I have to get this book while I'm here.
Yeah, that's a really sweet book.
The next one I have is The Greatest Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is her newest release, and it's like in a new series. Nervous, but like excited to go into it. And then I also have The Moth Keeper. This is my first graphic novel. So I'm like, I just never thought that I would be like a graphic novel person, but like looking through this, I'm like, this looks so cute and cozy for fall. Like literally look at that art. Like that is so gorgeous. So I think this would be a fun little like fall read.
I opened up a couple of those pages and I was just so blown away.
The art is literally gorgeous.
Yeah.
I also have like so many other things I want to pick up.
I know, it's so hard.
Time started to get away from me, and I realized I still had a huge task that I needed to check off my list. So I headed over to the Gold Room, which has so many genres, including fantasy and horror.
We're going to the horror section. I love Stephen King. We all know this. It's nothing, but I want to see what kind of obscure Stephen King books they might have here that I've never seen before. And I need to bring Ian some Stephen King books back home. This way? Oh, wrong way. So sorry. Sorry. We made it. What the heck to get Ian? The real question is, what does he not have?
Yeah.
Dude, he loves this book, and this is like an old cover of it.
It's a really cool cover too.
$13. Are you kidding me?
What is that, Dark Tower?
Yes.
I know everything about it now.
Ian and Faith and I, we talked about, Ian like broke down this whole thing for us.
Like literally watched videos for like, what, 30 minutes about like what the whole world of Stephen King. And now
like
I'm like,
midnight.
I fully understand like everything now.
We are about to go into the rare book room, which apparently there's a book in there that is worth $300,000. I'm being summoned. You have to like wait to get passes. We just got one. Let's see how rare these books really are. Definitely a lot of old books. Am I allowed to touch? So I ran into another booktuber.
Oh my goodness.
Did you know there's so many here?
Crazy. I've seen them everywhere.
I know, it's insane. Is Powell's all that you expected it to be as a lover of books?
It's all I expected and more. Very overwhelming, but in the best way possible. And you're just flooded with all the books right when you walk in. It's the best place I've ever been.
What surprised you the most about it?
All the different genres they have. I feel like they have genres that I've never even heard of.
Yeah,
Like, I was roaming around and I'm like, I've never seen that in a bookstore. That's what surprised me.
I know, yes. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. After spending hours at Powell's, we decided to go through all of our books and finally check out. I think you could say this was a successful Powell's trip. Yeah. We have 32 books. Shaughnessy, how many books did you get?
I got 9. Honestly, like my bookshelf does not have room for this.
I also got 9.
Yes.
I got 5.
And I also got 5.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and I got 4. Definitely make sure to go over to their channels, see what they've got. And now I'm going to show you guys all the books that I got at Powell's. These are all the books that I got from Powell's. I tried to go to every room that they had, but there were so many and just so many genres and subgenres. I was not able to go to all of them, which is so bizarre. I feel like we were there for a few hours and I was still not able to visit every section and inch of that bookstore. So I think we're gonna have to go back and do a part 2. My goal was to find a book from each genre. Did I complete this goal? Not exactly. In total, I had 8 books that I wanted to buy, but because of the lack in space that I had in my suitcase, I needed to narrow it down to 4. But now this means that I need to go home to my Barnes & Noble and buy the other 4. The first one that I'm really excited to talk about that I haven't heard anything about yet, and for some reason the cover and the title really intrigued me. That's why I picked it up. This is from the literary fiction section and it's called The Invisible Husband of Frick Island. Who wouldn't want to pick up this title? Oh, I forgot. Everyone was so nice there. Got all of these bookmarks. So this is about the main character Piper, whose husband has passed away and his body was never recovered. But everyone in this town and the main character, she actually carries on with her life as if her husband's just walking through life with her. So she still acknowledges her husband and acts like he's still alive. And then an ambitious journalist ends up going to visit this town and realizes that everyone on this island still acknowledges and pretends like this man that has passed away is still alive. So he starts uncovering some things and starts doing some digging. I'm very excited. I don't know what to expect considering that this was not in the thriller section. I feel like there might be some cozy elements to it. And it says, a tender, surprising story of love and loss with a sprinkle of laughter. So I think this one's gonna be funny. My next pick is from the young adult section. It's from an author that I absolutely love. I read one of her books back in March, I believe, and I've been obsessed with it. It's called Lovely War, but the author's name is Julie Berry, and this is another book that she's written that's been on my radar ever since I read Lovely War. It's called The Passion of Dulsa. Her writing is so lyrical and so beautiful. Dulsa and her mother are sentenced to burn for heresy, but only Dulsa escapes with her life. With no other choice but to flee, she stumbles into a small village, weak and helpless. Miraculously, she is saved by 3 sisters who offer to conceal her in the back room of their tavern. But with pursuers at her heels, it's only a matter of time until she's found. When the moment finally arrives, will the strength of her devotion be enough to save her? I'm really excited to see if there's any historical fiction to this, just like Lovely War. That's one thing that I loved about that book, so I'm really excited to see if she incorporates anything. I'm sure she will because she seems like she loves history. For the next 2, I got these in the horror section and I am sad that I didn't get anything from fantasy or romance. I just feel like there was so much to look at and I actually had stuff in my cart from those genres. I don't think I have enough room to pack it in my suitcase. The next 2 I got are for my husband. Let's cue the sappy outro. I am just one step away from accomplishing the biggest task of this video. Ian is actually the reason why I started reading in the first place, so if it wasn't for him, I never would have started this channel, never would have had these connections with you guys, and never would have fallen in love with reading. So I wanted to bring him back something that would be really special, and I think I did it. I have to show him the books that I have traveled with from Powell's Bookstore all the way to Utah.
Do you have any guesses? We all know what kind of fan I am. I'm assuming he's involved, but then knowing you got something very sweet and surprising.
Okay, I'm excited.
But I'm guessing there's a King novel in there somewhere.
There was a lot that I didn't even get to. Like there was a lot of uncharted territory.
We'll go back and make like a week of it.
Hey Son, a book I got you that sounded really cool, and I know you've heard of it. It's called Skeleton Crew.
Oh, nice. I know this is his short story stuff, right?
Yes, yeah, it's his short story stuff.
Ooh, and it's Scribner.
And I
Wow.
thought the cover was cool. It sounded good.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, wow.
This next one, it feels like the biggest achievement ever. I'm so proud that I found this. It's one of your favorite books.
Okay.
And I think it might be the first edition. But it is insane. And I think it's kind of funny because the edition you have, like, we've kind of joked that it's not really the best cover.
Oh, it's Duma Key. Oh, wow. Holy crap. This is way better. Look, it's got the pink house and everything. Look at what's coming off of that canvas. This compared to this? What is this? Holy crap, dude. This is a steal.
It is only $13. Was it worth it traveling over multiple states to get to this bookstore with the most incredible bookish besties? Absolutely, a million times yes. I will always remember this trip. I will have all of the girls' YouTubes linked down below. Make sure to go give them some love. They're incredible women. Follow Ian over on his YouTube channel. He's amazing. I'll catch you in the next one.